Ren from Hallowed Be Thy Game, and today I'm sharing with you 10 games to play on the go for the Nintendo Switch. Let's check it out. For today's episode, I wanted to take a moment and share with you 10 games, not in any particular order, that I think are great for when you don't have that much time to play games. I love playing mega long RPGs, but sometimes I'm just in the mood for quick bursts of gaming. This is going to be an ongoing series, so if you don't see a game on today's list that you love to game on the go with, then let me know down in the comments. You could see it in a future episode. So with that, let's get started. Mushihime-sama Bug Princess. This is the most recent arrival on today's list. This is an absolute classic shmup that I've fallen in love with. Now, for the record, I have 2 shmups on today's list, but I am really bad at shmups. However, Bug Princess has a really approachable difficulty scaling system that helps introduce you to the different mechanics and challenging spikes in the game. It's gorgeous and comes with different versions of the game, so replay value is really high. Highly recommend this to anyone that has a spare 20 or 30 minutes to hop on a beetle killing machine and help clear out the backyard. Astabreed. Despite having a rather risky name to say on a PG channel, Astabreed really caught me off guard with its really fun and excellent gameplay. Oh, we're keeping it real with the shmups today. This mech game can be really cheap on the eShop, but I'm still hoping for a physical release. This has some unique mechanics and killer visuals. Look, it's fun for gaming on the go while you devastate pixels in your mech while simultaneously not breaking your bank. Check it out. Dead Cells. I owe so much to Dead Cells. This was my entry point into the glorious roguelike genre. Really, Dead Cells is extremely well balanced Metroidvania with endless hours of fun. The pixel art style is some of my favorite, and the build potential in this game, mwah, love it. Honestly, the speedrunning community behind these games are just unreal to watch as well. I know from my first playthrough, I loved going with a survival build with a giant hammer. So satisfying, and each run of the game is only going to take you about 30 to 40-ish minutes if you're going at a really careful pace. Perfect for those short bursts of gaming. Really, I recommend anyone who is a fan of Metroidvanias to check this title out. Even if you're not necessarily a fan of roguelikes, I think that if this game could win me over to the genre, then this title could do it for anyone. Also, the DLC for this game continues to add incredible depth and further life to this game. So well worth the investment. Hades. Really, when I was making this list, I knew one game was a no-brainer. The roguelike genre is perfect for short play sessions. However, Hades is one of those games that is perfect for long and short game sessions. The mechanics of this game take the isometric dungeon crawling genre and turns up the heat with the fires of Hades itself. The progression mechanics offer consistent power creep so you don't feel like you're wasting your time when you fail a run. The combat is perfectly tuned with controls that render any excuses I have for failing a run to be completely on me. Hades is currently the tippy top of Mount Olympus when it comes to the roguelike genre, and with the mobile nature of the Switch, it is perfect for burst play sessions while you wait for your next train or flight. The weapon variety in this game already adds a vast array of playstyles, however each weapon can be further upgraded that changes your approach to combat radically. There is no denying the mastery of Hades as a titan in this genre. If you haven't tried this game or picked it up yet, then go and do so. This sucker is $35 for a physical copy, brand new, and $25 for a digital copy. This is a AAA quality game from an indie developer. Supergiant crushed it with this one. Donut County. Now, my wife almost exclusively plays Mario Kart. I have tried multiple times to get her to play other games, but she knows what she likes and she sticks to just what she wants to play. Well, Donut County is one of those extremely rare games that actually caught her interest as well. Definitely a love letter to the Katamari Damacy games and contains a ridiculous amount of charm. You play as a raccoon that has a rather odd obsession with a quadcopter. This raccoon must upgrade the size of his hole so he can finally earn the right to purchase a quadcopter. Each item you can stuff down into your hole will bring you one step closer to a ruined town and your quadcopter. Really, I don't think I need to elaborate any further. This game sells itself. There is a serene bliss that warms my soul as I help this raccoon endanger the lives of the innocent so he can get his trash panda paws on his friggin' quadcopter. Ghost 1.0. Even though this is a gaming on the go video, I just want to say that this story to the game is actually really good, and it always has fun ways of giving you quick summaries on what's happened in the story so far. However, we're here for gameplay, and this is a solid one on the list. You control which direction the gun is going to be pointed with the right stick, and you move with the left. The combat is very simple and fun to approach, and the controls feel great, and this is the perfect Metroidvania for handheld gaming. There is a satisfying power progression with the game, and the feeling of mowing down waves of robots keeps the smile on my face. There's plenty of depth and challenge for later in the game, but this is a game that I love to come back to. The save system is intertwined with the death penalty to ensure that you're always being mindful of when you save and how much you want to risk when you head out to adventure. When you save, you are essentially making a copy of yourself at that point in the game. So when you die and resurrect, you will reset to the state you were when you were last saved. It's really interesting and complemented by hilarious characters with well-performed voice acting. Really a surprise entry for me that I wasn't expecting much from this title, but I keep having fun with it. Runner 3. Honestly, the concept of this game is so simple, but I find myself coming back to this one all the time. This game is definitely on the harder end of the games listed today, but for those of you who are up for a challenge, then this running rhythm game may just be for you. Essentially, you run from point A to point B while jumping, crouching, and dodging an MXC gauntlet of death that would have Guy begging for mercy.
He likes.
Game has for sure caused me to rage on multiple occasions, but once it clicks with you, then there's this euphoric tempo of progressing through the game. A strange, rage-filled, cathartic experience that I think is perfect for those play sessions when you want to hone your skills for dodging crowds on Black Friday. Horizon Chase Turbo. Arguably my favorite racer at the moment. This game can be found essentially on everything. The Vita, everything. It runs great. However, this retro-inspired racer is the epitome of a nostalgia-filled road trip. The responsive arcade racing controls are excellent, and really this sucker goes on sale quite often. I want to say I picked this up for like less than $5. The vibrant colors and high-octane speeds keep me coming back to this modern-day retro-style game. If you are a fan of racers, then do yourself a favor and don't miss out on this instant classic. Dusk Diver. Oh, you knew I couldn't get through a Vidya game list without sneaking in some Persona-like RPGs. Well, Dusk Diver is honestly one of the most underrated games on the Switch to me. Is it perfect? No, it sure isn't. But gosh darn it, I keep popping this one back into the Switch to play some of that Persona brawler action. Okay, so the main reason I think this is a game to play on the go is that there is a mission select system that allows you to replay any mission in the game at any point once it's unlocked. So the basic combat tempo is that you fight enemies and build up your resource, and then you use your special abilities with your different partners to blast hordes and hordes of enemies and anime goodness. Or you can save up your resources for a super ultra powerful explosion. Now you may be saying to yourself, Ren, this sounds pretty simple and boring. And to that I would say it is very simple, but great Googa Mooga, it is not boring. I freaking love this game, and the dodge mechanics mixed with the Tokyo Mirage color scheme just makes my soul happy. The hub world is fun, and your characters are your typical likable anime tropes. Really, this game is the very definition of a guilty pleasure for me. But really, I'm gonna be honest. If what you are seeing is in any way pleasing to you, then give this game a shot. The fast-paced action is mindless and satisfying. Now, the enemy variety is severely lacking, but hey, they recolor these models at least once. Okay, that is a knock against it, but really I can't hear the complaints for all the fun I'm having. This game knows exactly what it is, and it does it well. I think 10 years from now, people are going to start discovering this game and then realize how much time they wasted not playing it. Sayonara Wild Hearts. Okay, so I've never reviewed a rhythm game before, and while we're at it, I've never reviewed an acid trip before, but hey, there's a first time for everything. This game is insane, a mind bender, unimaginably good music, and sweet mother of God, is it fun. I couldn't tell you what this is about, but all I'm going to say is it makes me happy. This game is a feast for the eyes and ears. And if you're a fan of rhythm games or just in the mood for something completely out of left field, then do yourself a solid and pick this title up. Sayonara Wild Hearts will not disappoint. It's never that much on the eShop, and this is definitely an experience I will not soon forget. Well, there you have it. There's my list of 10 games to play on the go for the Nintendo Switch. I had so much fun playing this list, but again, let me know down in the comments what's your go-to game for when you have a short moment to play. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more Switch gaming content. And until then, I'll see you all next time.